Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's EGTV and it's Egal himself. You already know what's going on. I'm back again with another video. Today we're doing the match review to the Liverpool versus Arsenal game. And you know what? It was not the best of games for us. It was not the best of beginnings. I was not happy. I'm not happy right now. But you know what? This is what I get because I hype my team up sometimes and they let me down. And you know what? I got a bunch of the boys with me and we're going to go through everything. But before we get started, I just want to tell you guys a quick little recap of the game. So the game started off with Lacazette scoring a goal. You know what I mean? And everybody was starting to get overhyped, overexcited. And then quickly, Liverpool went and they showed us their quality. They showed us their quality after that. And you know what? They just went and they gave us that one bang with the Mane goal. And you know what? We thought we had a chance, and then Mane scores his goal. And we also thought Mane was supposed to even be sent off, which is debatable. But you know what? Not everyone agrees. Lacazette was underwhelming. He scored his goal, but you know what? He let us down in the second half with his clear-cut opportunities. Liverpool, they kept knocking the house down, and Robertson and Jota goals ended up sealing the game for them, and they win the game 3-1. But you know what? Even the Jota goal was a little questionable, you could say, with that handball. But that's not me taking this picture. I just found it on Twitter. But yeah, I got some guests with me. Guys, match recap. What do you guys think? I'm going to start off with the two Arsenal fans, then I'll get to everybody else. I got Samuel with me. I got Kesh. I got Monster. And I got Noor. Kesh, what are you saying, bro? What did you think about the game? Quick recap.
Everything in the game went to how I saw it. I pictured it. I expected Liverpool to be find it hard to break us down and would have to rely on the likes of their fullbacks putting it in the box, which two of the goals came from. But the thing is, I felt like that was a perfect game for Gabriel. Perfect game. As you've seen with the Jota goal, David Luiz edited, Gabriel would have had some distance on it. There was another one where it went to the back post for, was it Mane? When Mane scored, Gabriel would have been a lot more physical in that challenge. He wouldn't have got turned like the likes of Luiz got turned. So, as I said in the preview to this game, I said Liverpool will be on top of this game, but I reckon the 2-2 draw. But that all comes down to us being clinical and actually taking all the chances that we get. Like the likes of Lacazette, I would expect him to have a much better attempt at that. It was just, I don't know, it was an effortless chance. He didn't really seem like he had an idea in his head before he even struck the ball. He just hit it at the keeper. It's not all doom and gloom. I see a lot of fans being reactionary to what the rivals are saying. It's not that deep. At the end of the day, Liverpool was never going to be one of our challengers this year. They're going for the title. We're not. We're going for a top 4 position, and at the end of the day, what's going to be important is when we come up against the likes of Chelsea, the Man United, the Tottenham, the the Wolves and that. Those are our games that we need to get points from. So it's not all doom and gloom. Fans need to just relax. We go again.
Yeah. Samuel, what are you saying?
Today, after the first goal, I thought it could be different. The same old problems when we take the big teams. You can see straight away, like in 2018 at Old Trafford, we scored with Mustafi and then United equalised straight away. I think on Anfield a couple of years ago as well, when the 5-1 we score and then 2 minutes later we're 3-1 down. That's just the same old defensive problems today. I mean, we were in the game, but really it was just frustration that took place today. Lacazette, the form he's been in, 3 goals in games, you put your money on for him to score. And just for him to do that, I don't count the first shot as a miss because it's offside. But the second shot, I mean, he has to put that away. And that was costly. But, with the squad we have today, I mean, Mikel Arteta was forced to play this way because if he tried to go toe-to-toe with his team, it would have been far worse than it was today. It would have been 8-2 again. But I mean, I hope the board sees this and accelerates anything for any midfielder now for Partey. They go put the money in where their mouth is and just get them done quickly.
Yeah. Okay, Noor, Liverpool fan. give us a salt. What are you saying? Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, the beginning of the game started off all right, and then Arsenal scored the early goal. And I was thinking, oh, no, not again. By Robertson mistake again. And I thought it was going to be one of those days, especially with Thiago missing. We're going to find it hard to break down this Arsenal team and the way they're set up. But as the game kept on going, we got a bit of luck with when, what's his name, Leno parried it and to Mane's path. I was like, yep. I didn't celebrate Robertson's goal because I was thinking he might have handballed it. Waited until it was done, and then, I was thankful for that. But yeah, Liverpool played all right, not too good. Mainly because Arsenal's style was a bit nullified and a bit like annoying to break down. So, but I knew once we went ahead, it would be difficult for Arsenal to try and do anything. They had a really good chance with Lacazette. When Arsenal play like this, they need to take those one or two chances that they do get, and he didn't take it. So what happens is what happened. And one thing that annoyed me as well was when Salah tried to nick it off Jota. That infuriated me, bro, because I was still 2-1, and I was thinking, bro, if we draw this game, Salah, I'm coming for your neck, fam. But yeah, all day, finally Jota scored. There was a hint of handball as well, but it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, all in all, good for Liverpool. But United with Arsenal, it was a bit. When you lose this way, if you play this way and you lose, it just feels like, why didn't we just give it a go, innit? But that's how it is.
Is that a hint? That looked like a handball to me.
That you can't see that clearly. Is that coming off his first?
Given the current predicament of the handball rule, then that should have been given, in my opinion.
No, but you can't see that if it's touched his hand. You need to go from another angle.
True. You need to see it from a different angle because still images can be deceiving.
But it doesn't matter though. That shouldn't matter.
Let's get to Monster. Monster, what's your breakdown of the whole game? Forget about the handball.
All right. To be honest, yeah. I predicted. I thought Arsenal could win it, innit? Because of the previous two games, innit? But at the same time, Arsenal fans need to be like, you know what? Like, you're not on Liverpool's level, innit? So you should kind of expect to lose to Liverpool, and you shouldn't necessarily be that mad that you lost, innit? But I'm actually surprised that Gabriel didn't play. I was shocked. Like he's been supposedly your best centre back this season, right? And he hasn't played, in it. And then Willian, as every Chelsea fan has told Arsenal fans when you lot bought him, we told you lot about these ghost appearances he makes. And then Pepe from the corners turned into prime Willian from corners, isn't it? You know, it is what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but that's just part of the game. They lost. It's Liverpool. It's the best team in the land right now. So I don't think you lot should necessarily be that angry about losing to Arsenal, innit? To Liverpool, sorry.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Kesh, there's a bunch of feedback from your mic. I was just muting it. If you could mute it yourself and tell me when you want to jump in. What do you call it? Next portion of our preview is we're going to do player ratings. Now, we could do player ratings one of two ways. We could actually go through each player and then it would be really bad. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to give each person one player and I'm going to ask them what do they think, okay? So that's the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to go to the team now just so I can show you guys what the teams are. And we're going to start by doing the Liverpool team and we're going to go through them quickly, right? Because this is mostly Arsenal. But we'll go through the Liverpool team. Allison, what did you guys think about Allison? Kesh?
Oh, he's not here.
Oh, what happened to Kesh?
I'll start.
Oh, he's right there. Okay, Samuel, what do you think about Allison?
You know what? He pulled that great save of Liverpool on that equalizer, which I thought was the most important game. Shows that he's the best Brazilian goalkeeper in the league and he's miles ahead of Ederson. That's my opinion. So I'll give Ederson an 8 today.
Okay. Kesh, what do you think about Robertson and Gomez?
they weren't really tested. They done what you expect of them. At the end of the day, they're quality players. They didn't really had any occasions where I thought Arsenal might have a chance here. The goal that Lacazette scored, even Alisson even got a touch onto it. Shows how much of a good keeper he is. It was a scruffy shot, almost kept it out. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you're giving them?
I'll give them a 7, really. Basics, innit?
Okay. Monster, what about the other two on the other side, Robertson and Van Dijk?
Yeah, give them both a 7 as well, because they didn't have much to do. So give them a 7, to be honest. There's just nothing much to say about it. They literally, your forwards didn't give them no problems at all. So
okay. And Noor, you take away the midfield. If you would give the whole midfield, what would you give them? Because we're going to go through the Arsenal team in depth, but just skip through the Liverpool team quickly.
The midfield was probably solid. Fabinho was probably the best out of the bunch, but I'll give him 7.5 for the whole midfield.
Okay. And then for me, I would say Mane was the best player on the pitch, I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
And then Salah was all over the place, kind of sloppy. And Fabinho, he gets a 7. So I would give them 7, 7, and a 9 for Mane. But now moving on to Arsenal, I'm going to give you guys each one Arsenal player. So for me, can I go in on Leno first? Leno was absolutely shocking. The worst player on the pitch was Leno. He had an opportunity to collect the ball. He did not do that. He gave away 2 goals directly because he hesitated to come out to collect the ball. In addition to that, the goal that Mane scored, he was absolutely in the wrong for doing what he did. He should have either punched it into an area that nobody could touch it, or you collect it. We sold our best goalkeeper to Aston Villa because this man Leno, he came back a fraud. And Leno, you deserve nothing for this game. You get a 2 because you showed.
Egal as well.
Yeah.
I was watching you on the Football Terrace, and I saw Terry basically just trying to completely ignore the fact that Leno didn't save it, saying obviously he's saying, "Right, it's David Luiz." I get it. Yes, you want to jump on David Luiz, but it at the end of the day, you got phases of before goal. Yeah, you got first phase and second phase. Yeah. Fair enough, David Luiz did that, which was awful. But as a keeper there, it's appalling. You've got to push that away from danger. And he did not do that. And looking from us playing out from the back, he's not assertive enough. Like, there's sometimes he's giving back P-rollers to defenders. So by the time, say, David Luiz or Odin steps onto the ball, the press is already on. You've got to do it a lot more sharper and a lot more quicker. He looked nervous on the first minute that he got a touch on the ball. Nervous. As I said this before we sold Martinez. I said, one thing Martinez gives you is composure and confidence. He gives confidence to the defenders that he's playing with. When Leno's playing, the defenders look nervous as well. And this goes all the way back from the Emery days.
Yeah.
It's just not
Anyone
good
else want to jump on Leno? Or you guys are done with Leno?
If you know me, I was one of the first people to say Chelsea should buy Emi Martinez because I knew he would go for cheap. I thought he was better than Leno. He plays out from the back better than Leno. He commands his box better. He's a good shot stopper. Maybe Leno, you might say Leno might be a little better shot stopper, but overall, Martinez is a way better goalkeeper. And I think Arsenal made a huge mistake. And I'm pissed off Chelsea didn't capitalize on that mistake of buying Martinez for a cheap price.
You know what the difference is between Martinez and Leno?
What's that?
When the opposition is pressing, Martinez can pick a pass.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Leno will just hoof it with no idea. Martinez can put it either down the right channel, left channel, or over the centre-back's head.
You know what happened, though? The club looked at it, and they said to themselves, we have Leno on 100K a week. We cannot make him a second choice keeper. We're going to put the faith in him and sell Martinez in the hopes that we can use the money that we sell Martinez and reinvest into other areas. That's what they said.
Do you know what's crazy? Leno was on 20. Wasn't Martinez on 20 grand a week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, Chelsea they messed up on that one, man. Jesus.
We got the local Spaniard. We got the local Spaniard, Adam Brown. What's going on, Adam?
Hey, Egal, how you doing, mate? You good?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Look, the next player, I'm gonna give this player to. Who wants to go on holding?
I'll go in on him.
The Arsenal fan.
I'll go in on holding.
Go.
Rob Holding is not good enough to play in Premier League for Arsenal. He's just not good enough. Every time the ball went to his feet, he just looked panicked and he had no confidence in himself when playing the ball out of the back, and he got caught out multiple times by Sadio Mane. Like, I think it was in the second half where he passed it to Holding, and then he just stood there and just hit Mane. And there was also another one where Naby Keita was there. And instead of
Samuel, I can't hear anything. There's a bad echo.
Oh.
It's not. I think your signal's bad. But yo, bro, just come on next time, okay? Because I think your signal's not working properly right now.
Okay, love you, girl.
Respect, bro. Hold it down, bro. Oh man, Samuel, shocker. But yo, I'll tell you guys this. I'll give this one to Monster. Monster, you wanted to talk about Tierney. Let's be honest. What do you really give him? A real rating? I can't hear you, bro. You're muted. Monster.
He's not there.
Oh, he's not there. Yo, Noor, what'd you give David Luiz?
David Luiz, I think he was your best centre back, to be honest. Commanding, he was giving good balls as well to the channels, and also beating the offside trap with his balls. Maitland-Niles couldn't get on the end of one of them. But yeah, I would say he was your best defenders. Your worst was probably Holding. Holding was just letting you guys down. I think he panicked a lot, especially with when Mane was pressing him.
Mm-hmm.
He recovered a few times, but that doesn't instill confidence in the rest of the back four, innit? When the back four, like, they lose a ball, they start to scramble back, and then it causes all sorts of issues. But I think Luiz was not bad today.
Yeah, just want to say big up to some of the people in the comments putting their things, talking about David Luiz. Yo, Monster, I saved Tierney for you because I know you're getting on his case.
The thing
so what
is,
are you giving Tierney?
Tierney was, I'll give him a 4. So probably a 4 in it. He got beat way too easily for that. Was it the first goal in it where Mo Salah just ghosted past him in it? And the issue I have here, as good as he is, people have hyped him up a lot in it. But you got to remember, he doesn't play much because he's always injured, innit? So when people were saying he's the best left back in the league and all this and all that, I always said, well, he's barely played. So how can you consider him the best left back in the league if he's not even playing? Do you get what I mean? Like, he has to play first in order to get that status, right? Like,
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So when people were saying he's better than Robertson and Chilwell, these are guys that play consistently without any injuries as well for the past how many years? Tierney's only just come to the Premier League last season, and he's still always injured. You get what I mean? Like, let him get some game time on his belt. But yeah, he wasn't good enough today, innit? Like, we have to be honest in it.
Big up, Simon. Big up, Simon. Respect to you, bro. What do you call it? I'm gonna give the next one to Adam Brown. Tell me about your Spaniard, bro, Bellerin. Did you see anything wrong with Bellerin's performance today?
I'm not really. I'm not really one. Well, first of all, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I wanted to come on because I'm absolutely shocked of the amount of social media abuse Arsenal fans are giving their players and the manager. I'm not really one for selection. Having to go at selections because no fan knows whether a player is injured, whether he's not match fit, whether he's not fit. So, but what I can point out, I think the formation was completely wrong tonight. I think the formation to have Tierney in a back three when his most powerful element of his game is bombing forward and getting crosses in, I think that was wrong. And the same can go for Bellerin as well. Selection, nobody knows who he had to select from. But I think formation-wise, I think he had an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. So how much? What do you give Bellerin?
A kind 4.
Okay. I think Bellerin was lucky that a lot of the attacks went down the left, and it didn't really go down his right-hand side. What do you call it? I'm gonna give Cash. I'm gonna give you the combination of Xhaka and El Neni, because you were one of the people who said Ceballos had to play, and now I look stupid saying El Neni should have get the start over Ceballos, because when Ceballos came in, he came in and changed the game. But what do you give Xhaka and El Neni? I can't hear you. You're on mute, bro. Okay, he's having a mare. Okay, what do you call it? Noor.
Yeah.
What do you give El Neni? Because you
El
remember,
Nene gave you guys nothing. Go on.
No, continue.
Yeah, he didn't give you anything going forward. I didn't see him do nothing much, to be honest. He was just a passenger, bystander. I don't understand what the hell he was doing on that pitch, to be honest. I thought, like you, I thought that their best bet was to play him, but it was bypassed so easily a lot of times. So I like Ceballos when he came on looked very, very dangerous. Was giving those final passes through. Lacazette was missing, but yeah.
Okay.
I would give him 3.
Miguel, could I come in on that? Could I come in on that centre midfield partnership? Which because I think as the transfer window is coming to an end now, and anyone well, you know yourself, Miguel, over here in Spain, I've been told that Uar has already signed for Arsenal, but they're playing a PR game because they're not going to get Partey. But if he hadn't signed, if my sources are incorrect, that centre midfield area where you got Xhaka and El Neni, who were basically 2 defensive midfielders, where the hell is the creativity in the centre of the park there?
You know what?
So
this is what Monster.
If they haven't signed Uar, is this a direct message from Arteta to the board saying, look, we are struggling for creativity in the centre of the park. We need to get Uar. Now, I feel because of the amount of cracks which have been shown tonight in the way Arsenal have played, I'm hearing he's already signed. But I bet the PR machine will go into overdrive in the next day or two, and Uar will be announced, in the next day or two. Because that midfield area has got no creativity at all. I don't know what Arsenal fans think of that.
Okay, look, I think we're taking too long for these match. So what I'm gonna do is quick fire. I need everyone to tell me, what are you giving Ainsley Maitland-Niles? I'm giving him a 6. I don't think he was terrible. What are you guys giving him?
I give him a 4.
Okay, Adam?
5.
Noor?
Yeah, I'm giving him a 4.
Okay, El Neni, you gave him a 5, right?
I gave El Neni a 4.
Okay. I don't think Granit Xhaka gets any better, in my opinion. Granit Xhaka gets a 5 also. Now the front 3, the way we're gonna do is everyone just say their numbers. So Willian, absolutely
3.
horrendous.
2.
Yeah.
2.
He rolled back the Chelsea days, man. He rolled them back.
The best thing he did was to cover, I think it was Robertson when he was about to score, and he came in and nicked it away from him. So that was the best thing I saw him do. That was it.
This is what we've been warning Arsenal fans about for years. This happened a lot at Chelsea. A lot. Just disappeared. Just no. you know, when we're attacking, he will go all the way back and just slow down the game. It's typical Willian.
Okay. The next thing is Aubameyang. Absolutely disappeared. In my opinion, Aubameyang gets a 4.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
4 or 3, maybe a 3.
I say 3.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm positive, but I'm going to keep it real. When we have a bad performance, you got to keep it real. The man gets a terrible performance. He was missing the whole entire game. He didn't even... Some people were saying, Obama who? Obama where? Like, he's... Aubameyang gets absolutely nothing from me today. So everyone gives him a failing grade or what?
Yeah. You know, I rate him. I rate him as a world-class player, innit? But he was so disappointing today, man. I would have thought out of all the players, it might be him that would do something. But
the thing is, you've got to give it the benefit of doubt. The way we completely set up from the middle, the old team, that the old game plan just wasn't suited to Aubameyang. Like you saw when Tobias came on, when you got someone you can keep the possession recycled and actually look up and find a pass, it becomes an easy game for Aubameyang. When he's out there by himself, not getting involved in the game, he does go missing. But he's a sort of player where, as a defender, you forget that he's out there and he pops up. But in order to do that, you need to get someone who's going to pick those passes and going to play it in between the channels for him to run onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go through this quick. Lacazette, I think everyone here, let's just give me your Lacazette rating because I might shock you guys. What are you guys giving Lacazette?
I'll give him a 6 only because he scored, but he missed some good chances, man. So
I would even give him that.
You give him less.
What are you giving him, Cash?
Less. I'll give him 3.
Wow.
Okay. Adam, what are you giving him?
I'll give him 7. A kind 7.
Noor?
But because he scored.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 6 because he made some good movement, 1-2s. But yeah, he needs to learn how to finish properly with those chances.
You know what? I thought I was gonna be very kind, giving him a 5, because he has so much blood on his hands. As an Arsenal fan, I'm telling you, the amount of blood on his hands. He knew when he was doing this on the bench that he could have drew the game for us, and we could have still been in it. But the moment he missed that chance,
you know what? It's not even just a chance. Like you can miss a chance, you know what I mean? But his gameplay, like he's not aggressive enough. He doesn't show enough hunger to get into goal scoring positions. Like, and it's not all the time as a striker you need to get the ball. Sometimes you need to make that diverted runs that take the defenders away so other people can get into your space.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. He's lacking that fundamental skills of a striker. Honestly.
Now, call me crazy. The man of the match was a substitute. Danny Ceballos came in and he showed that he was the best player on the pitch for us.
For Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, for Arsenal.
That would back up my point about there was no creativity in the midfield right from the first kick of the ball.
Yeah.
But I said this to you on the preview. But certain people are saying El Neni, and I really do not understand anyone that actually thinks El Neni deserves to be.
I thought we could have the same strategy that we had against them in the Community Shield.
No,
clearly,
you know why?
That wasn't the real deal.
And you know why I thought opposite? Because I knew Liverpool would have looked back on certain videos and seen that. So I knew we were going to have to come with at least just a slight different tweak to our system.
Okay.
Which was someone who's going to be able to keep the ball ticking. Because at the end of the day, when we had the ball most of the time, we're just giving it straight back to Liverpool. You got Oldham trying to swing it into Van Dijk's head, and it just doesn't make sense because it's going to come straight back at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this to.
If you're gonna play wing backs, which was basically what Bellerin and Maitland-Niles was, told to play, then you don't play with 3 up front. You play with 2 up front, which means that spare man would then go into the centre of the park and be the attacking midfielder, the creative midfielder. Can you see? You know, and
100%.
Unfortunately, as an independent football fan here, I just think The formation was completely wrong from the start, and I think that Klopp had Arteta's number right from the first kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think Arsenal's missing that one midfielder that can dictate play from deep, because when the midfielders get it, it's like it just goes back. How many times I was like laughing, like every time they look up, they see they don't have the know-how or the guts to make a telling pass, so they always go back for the safe option. So they need someone that's like an Awar 100% as soon as possible.
ASAP.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys something. We need to go through this quicker, but Thomas, when you look at the other two substitutes that came in, Pepe and who was it? Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah didn't get enough time, but Pepe, do you think Pepe made any difference? Because in my opinion, Pepe was terrible.
This is my take on Pepe, yeah? He's thrown his toys out of the pram, yeah? He's thrown a tantrum. Because you can see it. From the moment he came on, he did look so disinterested. Like, he didn't want to be on this pitch. He's realised now he's got competition, yeah? And he's being a big baby about it. It's as simple as that.
Fact.
Simple. You saw it. There was no heart, nothing. He didn't want to be on that pitch. And I'll tell you from now, and I'm sticking to it, he will be gone by next summer.
Yeah.
Wow.
He will be gone. They will look. They will try and make back that 50. We will take a loss, but they'll try and make at least 50 mil off it.
Yeah. I agree. I over the years.
You know, I think in a better team, Pepe is amazing.
Sorry, Egal. Over the years, there's been more duds, but more successes of players coming over from the friendly. And I think Pepe is an absolute dud. Arsenal need to get rid of him ASAP to make up some of the losses. Otherwise, we're gonna be hit on the chin with £70 million loss on that one.
Yeah. So, 3 things that we learned today. I will say my 3, and then I want you guys to say your 3. 3 things that we learned today. We're going to miss Martinez. 1, 2. This is what Chelsea fans were telling us about Willian, right? And 3, we should not get overexcited. Our midfield is still terrible, and we need midfield coverage. So, what do you guys think? If you were to say 3 things you learned today from your team beating us, what would you say?
Yeah, definitely the midfield needs to be looked at for Arsenal. Also, this style of this 3 at the back style, I don't think it's a long-term solution. So you need the right players to start evolving the game into a more of a balanced style of play. And 3, I agree. Like, you need better cohesion from the front 3, especially Pepe. I don't think he's an Arsenal or Arteta type of player, and it shows. It shows. So that's my 3.
So you're a monster. You got a fan here in skills.
Yo, pray for the rivals. Facts.
But yeah, monster. What was 3 things that you picked up as a rival watching Arsenal play today?
They definitely need a creative midfielder in there. With Willian, I don't know, man. Definitely Gabriel's got to play more. He's got to play more. And I don't know, is Arteta trying to stick with his back 3, or don't you think they should move to a back 4?
Until we get the midfielders to, we don't have 3 midfielders to play, bro. We have 3 midfielders in the team, in the club right now.
You can't play Xhaka, Elneny, and Ceballos as a 3.
Or even Willock. You can't play Willock.
You can't.
Or any of those 3.
You got one midfielder who's robbing your club somewhere. The one robbing you lot.
Oh, bro. You want to know something? Jorginho, they're talking shit about Jorginho, but Jorginho walks into our team.
Yeah, he probably would.
I agree.
I agree
on that.
He would, but there's no point in getting a Jorginho in this team, because Jorginho is not going to take us to the level that we're trying to aspire to. It's just, Jorginho is not it. What we need is a powerhouse in midfield and someone who can get on the ball and break the lines. and that's Partey and Aouar. It's staring us right in the face. And if we don't do it, then blood's on the board's hands.
Yeah, guys. But
But
yo,
both
I'm gonna
teams-
wrap it up here, boys. Wife's yelling and screaming. But what I will tell you is, this game, if there's anything that's gonna explain this game to you, is this picture right here. You got the Arsenal players covering their face and Jota celebrating scoring his first goal for the club. It's just Arsenal to give a debutant their first goal. And Anfield away, the same story. Once again, we lose. Once again, we concede 3 goals. And once again, Arsenal just look like the same old Arsenal. Even though the performance was not the same old Arsenal performance, we did show we had something about us. The season is still early. We're going to have a watch along for the Sheffield United game, the Liverpool game coming up. Stay tuned for that. And you know what? The Arsenal transfer news stories will keep rolling, because today I got a lot of people triggered with the Dele Alli to Arsenal rumor, but it's just bullshit. Don't listen to that. And you know what? Big up to you, Monster, for coming on. Respect. Thanks for coming on, bro. I know we're gonna do this more often. Hopefully, do like a preview or prediction show again for next week if you're free. Yo, Monster.
He's muted.
Yeah, he's muted. What? Who muted him?
No, I did. I muted myself. I was talking. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yo, I was just closing down the show. I was gonna say, yo, big up to you. Thanks for coming on. You got anything
No
to
worries,
say before
man.
we go?
It's going to be hard for Arsenal to get Partey and Aouar because you're trying to get players from the toughest negotiators in the game at both Atletico Madrid and at Lyon. You know what I mean? Those are the toughest negotiators. So
I think
good luck on that
we'll
one.
get him. I think we'll get him. I think once we sort the Partey, the hour deal, we'll get Partey.
Yo, later, Monster. What do you call it? I'm gonna Adam, hold it down, bro. You got anything to say before you go?
Yeah, I mean, to Arsenal fans, it's only one game. You're away at Liverpool, who were last season champions and World Club champions. You know, don't get so bloody stressed out. Okay, it was 3 points. That's all it was worth. The game was only worth 3 points at the end of the day.
Sure.
Regarding Aouar, you know, I'm hearing from my media contacts over here, he's already signed, sealed, delivered. It's just a PR machine going on. Partey is not signing, so Arsenal are delaying the Aouar announcement for a day or two. They've lost today, and you know, the PR machine will go into overdrive. Aouar will be either announced tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest.
Okay. Big up to you, Adam. Hold it down, bro. Yo, Noor, big up to Liverpool. Congratulations, you guys won. We'll be back on for another prediction show soon. Big up to you. And if anyone who hasn't already hit that like button or subscribed, go subscribe. But you know what it is, Noor. I don't even want to, just be humble. And that's what I'm going to be. Arsenal fans, be humble. Liverpool fans, you can gloat, you can smile. Look at his smile. Neo. Oh, man. You know what? I'll say something to you in Somali. It's Kaboji, Neo. It's Kaboji. It's Walwalin, you know? You know what that means? Because the guy needs to cool down. Anyway, hold it down, Noor.
All right, cool. Peace.
You got something to say before we go?
Just back Arteta, man. I think he's got something. Hopefully, you guys back the manager. If not, it's gonna be peak.
Sure. All right, peace. Yo, Kesh, you know what it is. The show always ends with me and you saying something. What do you got to say before we go? And don't rub it in my face anymore. I know I picked Elneny over Ceballos. I feel like an idiot.
I'm not going to rub it in. I understood where he was coming from. I'm not going to rub it in. Only thing I've got to say is that, what's his name? Is it Adam? He just said we're only
Adam,
getting Aouar, yeah. If that's the case, then this transfer window is a total fail. That's what I've got to say on that.
Only if we get only Aouar.
If we get only Aouar, it's a total fail. Total fail.
You know what? There's gonna be Arsenal fans
It's
that are
gonna
gonna say it's a joke, and there's gonna be Arsenal fans who are gonna say this is friggin' amazing. They're gonna jerk off to it.
But that just comes down to the standards that they're setting for their team.
you know what? If we get one of the two, I've put in my mind that I'm okay with just getting one of them because I know we weren't going to get both of them. But my whole thing,
it's just a letdown, isn't it?
You have 2 more windows before Arteta's job is at risk, in my opinion.
Yeah.
After the next summer window, Arteta has no more excuses. You have to back him. And the way you back him is getting a midfielder in the January window, get a midfielder in the summer window. If you don't get him 2 more midfielders and you don't ship out some of these midfielders, because if the club tried to tell us, oh, we bought Dani Ceballos in next summer, and that's our only midfielder we're bringing in, I'm going to have a riot. This is absolute BS. We cannot do that. And you know what I'm hearing? We might actually buy another goalkeeper and spend 15 million on him. What the hell's going on?
Beats me, bro.
I don't know. You know what? I'll be positive. I'll try to spin it, but deep down, it hurts, bro. Losing like this.
I need to see this Alex guy play, because if he's any better with the ball at his feet, then he's got to go in for me. Because we're gonna, over the course of the season, this Leno thing is gonna become so highlighted that our fan base will start to get on him.
Especially what we've seen from Martinez. I think Martinez does not help Leno.
Did not help him whatsoever.
No.
Didn't help him.
And the club selling Martinez was the dumbest decision. It's gonna hurt us.
We was better off keeping him for that price.
No, we sold him for less than Ramsdale was sold by Bromwich.
18 mil, ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. Anyways, Kesh, respect, bro. Hold it down. And everybody, stay tuned for more. We're gonna have more coming in soon. This was the match review. Respect to everybody watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. And you know what? Arsenal lost today, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna do this. We got our next game versus Liverpool again. Hopefully, we can get some revenge in the League Cup, beat them for once. And you know what? The next game, Sheffield United, we just move on. You know, guys, stay positive. Understand that the season's just begun. There's not too much to be negative about yet. It's just one performance that was not amazing. But you know what? We're gonna kick on, and the season's gonna continue. You're gonna have the rough with the smooth. Today's the rough. Tomorrow's the smooth. Remember that. And I'm out, guys. Respect, peace, and love. Arsenal fans, let's all be together. People in general, be nice to each other. And I'll leave you with this. Love and respect to all. I'm out.